Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Angela Sharp. Now joining me in the studio is Kerry of Ice Cream Cakes, which recently had its grand opening on June 18th. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right, now tell me about Ice Cream Cakes because before, we tried it earlier and it's delicious. Before that, I didn't know anything about it.
Well, I've been making ice cream and making cakes and making art, sculptural ice cream cakes for about 3 years out of my house, about 3 years or so. It started out when I had actually gotten hit by a car. I used to be a cyclist, and I made them as thank you presents for people who helped me out when I was in a back brace or who, brought me flowers or whatever. So that's how it started. And then just from having parties and tastings, they kind of developed more sculpturally and into more works of art, and it's kind of just gone from there.
Right, now you have a shop. Where is this located?
2641 Cherokee, down on Cherokee Street.
Oh, okay, very nice then. Now, what makes you different? What we're showing right now, are you telling me I can eat that?
Yes, you can eat that one, all of it. Some of them I do use props, like I have a Stephen Colbert cake that's got real glasses. My Elvis cake I usually buy real glasses for. But these, yeah, the teeth is edible. That person in the mouth is all edible. It's candy clay. It's organic white chocolate and organic agave syrup, and then not organic and not natural different food colorings, because that's what makes it look good.
Right. Well,
there's the Colbert cake.
These are amazing. I mean, it's amazing that you're able to create cakes with such personality that stand out.
Well, I like it because the ice cream is a lot like clay, really. It's just colder and it's a little bit more volatile. I have to keep putting it in and out of the freezer, but yeah, I can use it just like you would clay, which makes it really fun and able to get like different detail, like you saw the expressions on the face. And then some of that's done with the ganache, which is organic white chocolate or organic dark chocolate and cream and butter, turning it into like a frosting, which I think tastes a lot better than like buttercream. And the chocolate clay also I think tastes better than like fondant.
Absolutely. Now, if somebody wants a specialty cake like that, how long does it take you to make that?
I prefer 10 days because we do most of our baking on Sundays and Mondays. So if I say a week, sometimes it kind of falls and I have to have it done in a day. And I need days to finish it because, like I said, it's a process. You have to make the cake, then layer the ice cream, freeze it, unfreeze, unmold it, build it up, freeze it, frost it, freeze it, make the clay, make the details, freeze it, and it's a lot of going back and forth. So
right. Well, no, since there's ice cream in it, how long can somebody let that show sitting out before they have to put it back in the freezer or start eating?
Well, it depends on how cold their freezer is. Like I've got drop-in freezers that are about 10 to 0 degrees, and it could sit out for probably 20 to 30 minutes, especially something like a chocolate that's a really dense flavor. It'll be kind of hard to cut, actually, if you don't let it sit out. Oh. But if your freezer's more like 20 degrees, 5, 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, very nice. Now, you have other things that we're going to talk about next, but I'm just so interested in these cakes right now. Have you entered any contests with these cakes yet or anything like that?
No, I haven't.
No?
No.
Don't you kind of want to?
No.
No?
Because I wouldn't be competing against other ice cream people. I'd be competing against cake people, and they do huge, extravagant things that, aren't even that heavy. Honestly, my cake's like a 7-inch cake is pretty heavy. And I've done a cake before. I didn't bring a picture, but it's a skeleton riding a motorcycle, and he's made out of like 5 or 6 different cakes. And that thing was so heavy that my arms would start shaking if I had to hold it for more than like, a couple minutes. And
right.
I'm kind of strong. So they're heavy.
So which cake are you most proud of that you've made?
I like the person out of the shark's mouth. I like the dinosaur. I think those are, and the sushi cake. I like the sushi cake a lot too.
Absolutely. Now, when you give it to somebody and they purchase it and they're going to eat it, do you ever feel a little bit bad, like somebody's going to eat your work of art?
No, I'm excited. I'm actually the Stephen Colbert cake is going to go to a friend of mine who's a Republican, so I told him he can stab him in the head with a knife.
Oh, love it. Beautiful. We're going to talk a lot more with Kerry from Ice Cream Cakes when we come back. She's got a lot more information for us, so don't go anywhere. Remember, keep up with STL TV and all the great events going around St. Louis. You can friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can always watch streaming live on stltv.net. We'll be right back with more with the Ice Cream Cakes. Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Angela Sharp. We've been talking with Kerry of Ice Cream Cakes. We went through all the cool things you do with cakes, but you also have ice cream that you sell like in little jugs here. And you were telling me about these ice creams. What makes them different?
They're all homemade, and they're custard-style ice cream, all made in-house. It's a custard-style ice cream, so it's egg yolk based. The butter fat content is a little bit lower than like a Ben & Jerry's, which is typically at 14 or 16%. This is more at 12%. And the eggs, add richness and flavor besides just fat content like cream does.
So you try to stay as all natural as you can in your shop?
Mm-hmm. And organic. We use organic dairy, organic sugar, eggs. We always have an organic vanilla ice cream, an organic peanut butter and chocolate, and then maybe one or two that are all made with organic ingredients. Everything else is made with mostly organic ingredients. But we have ice creams, and we also have sorbets, and the sorbets are made with real fruit and organic agave syrup. So that's a better choice for diabetics or anybody who is watching the glycemic index of the foods that they eat. And we always have a doggy ice cream.
Oh, a doggy ice cream. How cute is that?
Yeah.
Is that like bacon flavored? What is that?
Oh, it's peanut butter and banana. It's just a little
Nice.
sour. But yeah, we are trying to work out a bacon. I'm just not sure how frozen bacon would taste.
Yeah, I
But
don't-
you know what? Dogs, what do they care?
Yeah, they don't mind.
Right.
They don't
So
mind at
it'll
all.
probably be-
You also said you try to keep most of your cakes gluten-free, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my cakes are gluten-free. We do have another line of cakes that we just started introducing that are not gluten-free, and they are not natural, and they are definitely not organic. They are made with little Debbie's snack cakes smashed up, mixed in with ice cream. They're not good for you. They're not, anything that goes along with, the focus of the shop. But sometimes in life, you just have to say, F it.
Oh, I like
And that's what they're called,
these-
F it cakes.
These are the F it cakes. Now, you also were saying that the store, because I haven't been to the store yet, it's very colorful, very...
It is. I did all the painting myself. It's all bright, kind of ice creamy colors. There's a vestibule outside where I painted the ceiling like a kaleidoscope or a mandala. Painted everything. Everything's in colors, and we've got bouncy balls, and it's like a playground for adults.
Like a playground for adults. I like that very much. Well, remind everybody where they can find you.
On Cherokee Street, 2641 Cherokee, right next door to Black Bear Bakery, a block and a half west of Jefferson.
And how late are you open?
Noon to 8 we are open Tuesday through Saturday, and noon to 6 on Sundays. We're closed on Mondays for production.
All right, and you have I'm sure you have a...
Yes, icecreamcakes.com.
And
the
knew
phone
what I was going
number?
to say before I say it. I love that. And what's the phone number?
932-5758.
And you said that if somebody wants a fancy cake, you prefer like at least 10 days notice.
10 days for gestation would be great.
Would be great, but I'm sure if they give you more, that'd be even better.
Oh,
Play
yeah.
with it
Yeah,
forever.
of course, right.
Absolutely. Well, Kerry has brought me some ice cream, so I'm going to eat this right now. If you want more information, she told you where you can find that. You definitely want to keep up with her. All natural, all organic. You can't go wrong with that. Or your fancy funny cakes. Thank you so much for being with us
No,
today.
thank you very much for having me.
Remember to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on in St. Louis. You can friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can always watch us streaming live on stltv.net. Coming up next, we'll be talking with Emily about the Fox Theater, and we'll have a lot more after that. Stay tuned.